There can be a lot of confusion online of which supplements you should or shouldn't take, the benefits of them, whether you really need them, and in some cases, whether they're legal, not legal, or steroids. We're just going to go through some 4 key supplements that I think are beneficial to your everyday person, that are safe, legal, well tested, and pretty beneficial. Which key supplements do I actually recommend you take? Okay, so first up, not very sexy, a multivitamin. You can either get some kind of multivit, which has everything in it. You can also get more individual packaging. Particularly one of the vitamins I do recommend you get in is vitamin D. Super important, good to have in your system, particularly in the UK where we don't get that much sunlight. Next up, whey protein powder. Protein powder is just a great way to ensure you're getting an adequate amount of protein in your body every day. Really convenient, safe, healthy. Number 3, caffeine and pre-workouts. Caffeine is super safe, super tested. Key thing with these is that they're a great way to help you become more mentally and physically ready and alert for a workout or a training session. The thing to watch out for is the level of caffeine that's in them. If you're someone who's already drinking a couple of cups of coffee a day and then has a pre-workout that maybe has 300 or 400 milligrams of caffeine in them, that's a pretty high volume of caffeine overall. Getting pure caffeine powder is also an alternative. What I would say with caffeine powder is that the amount of caffeine powder you actually need for a dose is a very small amount, and you need relatively sensitive scales to actually be able to weigh out that amount. If you're not careful, it is actually quite easy to put an overdose amount of caffeine, and that actually can have severe consequences. So I would always recommend more going for pre-workout powder. There's no human error there really. Whereas with pure caffeine powder, unless you've got really sensitive scales, then it can be quite easy to dose too much. But caffeine itself, lots of great benefits for mental and physical readiness. Creatine, one of the most tested and kind of safe and proven supplements. What creatine does essentially makes you better at repeated bouts of high intensity work. So things like weightlifting or sprinting, for example, very effective supplement. Anyone can take it. There's no real downsides to taking creatine. It's relatively inexpensive, but highly effective. So last up, collagen. Something that's become much more popular in the last few years, I would say. It's still an area undergoing quite a lot of research, but certainly collagen has benefits for your skin, hair, teeth, and other body functions. And also it's actually a good source of protein too. So collagen powder can be a great supplement to add in that is a benefit. Whilst they're all great supplements, it is really worth considering to make sure that your diet, your sleep, and your exercise regime are in a good place before thinking about spending money on supplements. Otherwise, you're potentially just going to be wasting your money. Hopefully that's been helpful. Drop me a follow if you want to see more health and fitness tips.